Shalom. Allah sang all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double onto the apostle and El's great millstone. Citation to hope for lit. This pushing is truth. According to 4 comes of truth, every charity. Just the brother, I'm one above from the Birmingham camp Alabama GMS. Don't get this sin just going to just about how these coyotes down here, Birmingham, Alabama, and this part of Birmingham called Mountain Brook. How these coyotes have been popping up at these people's houses, man. And we in the time of prophecy where, the Lord is, bringing forth prophecy, they're just like the beginning, of a prophecy that the Lord gonna use, they're gonna bring vengeance. He's gonna bring vengeance. The Lord gonna use vengeance, bring his vengeance up, bring his vengeance about Slakia. Forgive me for that. But the Lord gonna bring his vengeance upon these damn devils, these so-called white people, by these damn coyotes, man, or different wild animals, man, different wild beasts. Beasts that have, that be newly created beasts as well. The scripture going to that, but I'm gonna get to this article real quick. It's on Birmingham, Alabama. In the woods around Mount Brook lives all kind of wildlife. If a coyote wanders into your territory, it usually because they looking for food. I'm very afraid, especially for my cat. What I'm doing is keeping my cat in, says Sharon Forrest. Video capture on the Ring doorbell camera shows two coyotes trying to get a cat and terrifying moaning for the cat's owner. Luckily, the cat escapes. Unfortunately, coyote sightings are common in this area. It says become common in the area, man. There's gonna be more and more Lord gonna send, not just coyotes, but other type of wild animals over to these damn devils, places, over there in Mount Brook. And Mount Brook, I think, is one of the richest cities in the United States, So the Lord, is making these coyotes, and they're gonna probably have different animals keep popping up towards these damn devils' houses, man. And eventually gonna attack them, So that's it on that article. So I'm gonna go to another article. This is on 2 bear sightings in South Huntsville, Owens Crossroads. Huntsville, Alabama. We've all had an uninvited guest show up at our door, but not everyone guest is a scary 4-legged animal. And a homeowner in South Huntsville says a giant bear came calling, and he got a picture to prove it. Jeremiah Payne says the bear came to his house on Maryland Road around 11 a.m. Payne said he thinks he knows why the bear was a threat to his home. So I'm gonna kind of get to the point when he says, it said a photo shows the bear is big, but it doesn't think it's scary. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I'm more curious than anything. I think if we saw it again, it would be more interesting and fun to see than just worry about it, said Payne. But you don't want to see it again. Eventually, goddamn gonna attack you. But reading on, Payne has lived in Huntsville for 40 years. This is the first time he's heard of a bear in his city. Says it's the first time, so the Lord is getting these animals, getting these animals spirit ready, man, to eventually start attacking people, man, and getting at them, man, for vengeance, man. The Lord gonna use animals for vengeance as well, not just people, but He's gonna use animals as well, And we we are heading to those, times, where Lord's gonna bring vengeance, heavy vengeance and judgment upon these wicked people here in America, man, in different parts of the earth, but mainly, mainly America, these proud Americans. So from there, I'm go to Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on short strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So yeah, vengeance. We spirits created for vengeance. Like I say, Lord can have a person get at another person, kill him or whatever it may be. The Lord, he creates spirits of vengeance, man. In the time, they fear their so strokes and time of destruction part they force and appease the reference that made them. So in this verse, it's Ecclesiastes 39:29. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So fire, hell, famine, and death, man. All was created for vengeance. That's coming. Fire. We had recent fires happening. I think it was a fire that happened for wild forest fire happened somewhere. Was it California or somewhere? I forgot where it was. I saw a video. And hell, recent video of hell coming down hard in Mexico. I never seen nothing like that. That hell that came down so hard in Mexico, man, it covered up the whole street, man. Covered up all the cars, man. Covered up the cars, man. That's how hard the hell was coming down, man. And famine, we head into that. We have a time of, a famine, the famine of the word, and then the famine of food is coming, man. There's gonna be food shortage. But in this case, going to the famine of for like, food's gonna be shortened, man, out here, because it's recently in Midwest the farmers are not planting the crops like they used to, man. They say they can't plant the crop because because of the weather that the Lord has been sending that way, man. Has been hard. It has been really the farmers can't plant the crops due to the storms and the continuous storms that the Lord keeps sending that way, man. They're messing up the crops for the farmers to plant corn or whatever it may be, different vegetables and stuff like that, and also the cattle. So like, and we are heading to those times where food's gonna get real short and scarce out here, man, going forward. But see stores like have half full, half shelves of food, man, soon coming, man. It's coming. But reading on, and then in that half shelf of food gonna probably be high as hell. It's like if I'm gonna be high, to attain, man. Inflation is gonna go up, man. Food prices are gonna go up and so forth. But it's and death, so a lot of death, is coming, man. Lord is gonna bring a lot of death, upon these wicked people out here, man. If you're not part of that number, if you're not exempt from that judgment, the death that the Lord is gonna bring to this place, and to be delivered from the chaos and destruction the Lord is gonna bring to this place, America and different parts of earth. You just number for death. You're not number for the salvation from the Lord. Which He finna bring. Which He finna bring salvation and death, but salvation just for the elected of the Israelites, and 144,000 and 1/3, and everybody else is just meant for the slaughter, for death. But next verse is Ecclesiastes 39:30. Tifo. This is the point I was going to about that article. Ecclesiastes 39:30. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Yeah, so teeth of wild beasts, man, scorpions and serpents, man. So the Lord gonna send these animals. Now I read those articles, to these damn devil's houses, man. Not just these Edomites, but 2/3 of Negro Latino natives, 2/3 of Israelites, wicked Israelites that don't want to get right as well. But Lord is definitely sending these animals towards these damn Edomites, man, houses, man, place where they live, man. So cause some of these damn devils, the Edomites live out, like I say, out in the mountains, or kind of far off from the city, and it be and the Lord raising up these animals to go towards these Edomites' houses, the Edomite so-called white people's houses, the red people's houses, to get at them, man, soon for vengeance, man. Even though they haven't done nothing yet, but the Lord is, having these animals go that way, and soon the Lord go to that animal to kill that person, woman, whatever, woman, child, man, ain't nobody gonna be exempt, man. Old woman, old lady, it don't matter. Old lady, old man, So we in those times of the Lord finna pour out His fury of vengeance, going forward, man. You're gonna hear more and more about these animal sightings, and you're probably gonna hear about these animals attacking people soon, man. So with that, I ain't gonna make this too long. Just want to go into that, about them articles about these animals, bears and coyotes are popping up, at these people houses, man. These devils, these Edomites houses, man. Different, other people's houses as well. But um, the I think recently just been like these so-called white people Edomites houses. The so-called white people Edomites, red people houses, man. The Lord has been sending these animals too. But so with that, again, like God, praise to you, how about Shem Shai, by Shem Kakadash, to the apostles, the elders, to the sisters, and brothers, to the few Aqua Sita do listen. Keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep the faith in Yahushua. Keep fighting with that. With that, I say shalom.